Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I haven't done this a little bit of a longer video for a while. I have been doing shorts quite a lot and a little bit of short videos as well when I was walking back from office to home. But last couple of weeks I haven't walked because I wasn't feeling too good. So I didn't do many videos either. But tonight, just now, I'm like, my friend called and said if we can go out for dinner. So I was just getting ready for going out, and something struck me, and I thought, oh, I better make this video and ask you guys. Just put it out there. I don't even, I don't even know while I'm asking this, but I really want some opinion, or just say it. I guess say it aloud. So just to give a bit of background, I have had gray hair starting for quite a long time, like when I was in college. So my early 20s, I started getting a little bit of gray hair, and then I started coloring it because I was so young and I didn't want gray hair. And like back home in India, everyone colors their hair, like they put black dye on their hair. So I just put black dye on my hair and get on with my life, and have been coloring my hair ever since. And that's all like home kits, not going to a salon. Until I came to New Zealand, and we had a little bit of money. That's when sometimes I started going to the hairdressers. When the hairdressers will see me, they kind of got me into highlighting my hair and straightening it. My hair is very curly. And I just went into a salon quite a few years ago, and she says, I can do like permanent straightening for your hair. It looks so beautiful and blah, blah, blah. So I said, okay. So that's really bad for your hair, by the way. So I got it like permanent straightening done, which lasts for like 6 months or whatever. And that kind of burnt my hair and made it really, really worse. Curly hairs are already dry, and that really, I mean, it looked really good, but I think it just did no good to my hair and my scalp. It just it just got kind of a burnt feeling to it. So I didn't like that. Kind of like, I, as much as I loved having those straight hair, and it looked like really nice and soft, very beautiful, but once it grew back, I was like, nah, I'm not going to do that again. So I would go every now and then, like especially around Christmas time, because we would go on holidays. I would go to a salon and get a nice hair color done. That's one part of thing, my whole body that I like to change and experiment with. Like sometimes short hair, sometimes long hair, straighten it, and all that kind of stuff. So because I can do that, and it's hair, it'll grow back if you don't like it. Kind of, I had that kind of thinking all the time. So I would change the color at times and put some highlights in, or lighten them a little bit, whatever the hairdresser will suggest. And then I went back again, and I don't know what came over me. And another stylist suggested permanent straightening of the hair, and I said, it really looked good when when I got it done last time. So I got it done again. Absolutely damaged my hair. I hated the what it did to my hair, even though it looked good. But I don't think that lady at that salon did any better job either. So that's when I decided there's no way I'm straightening, like permanent straightening my hair with all those chemicals. That takes like 3 hours to do. So then I thought, if I want my hair straightened, I'll just get a iron and just flat iron and then just iron it, and that I have done for years now. I got my GHD ordered and many years ago, and I started straightening my hair with the GHD. It's still not good, but at least it's better than putting all those chemicals and doing a permanent straightening. But I would still continue to color my hair until quite a few years ago. I saw that this salon that I used to go to, I love that lady quite a lot. She did beautiful color and haircut, but I started seeing some bumps in my head and all that. And then I asked one of my friends who goes there, and she mentioned it, that she stopped going there because of that. And I'm like, oh, I have some bumps and stuff in my head. So I stopped going there, and then I was doing it by myself again at home. But one day I was like, that's enough. Like, that's too much chemicals in my hair. And I can hear like there's a black spot coming up in my head. So I just had to stop. One day I just decided I can't put any more chemicals in my head because I know through skin it gets absorbed. So I'm basically all these chemicals are getting absorbed in my body. And I just wanted to stop it. But I wasn't ready to go like gray either. So I was in two minds because I could put henna. A lot of Indians put henna in their hair, and I kind of don't mind red hair. So, but I didn't want it orange. So I was thinking, and then I seriously researched for wigs because I thought, okay, I have two choices. Because once I went to a hair salon and she looked at my hair and she said, "Did you put henna in it?" I said, "No, I haven't." And she said, "If you put henna, I cannot do the color because those chemicals react with henna and that's not good. So it has to be virgin hair." That time I hadn't, like, it must have been 5 years since I had put henna on. So I told her, "No, no, no, I haven't put henna on for like 4 or 5 years. So that's okay." So from then on, I was a bit worried that if I stop putting chemical hair dyes in my hair, and if I go with henna, and if I don't like that color, then what happens? I can't go back to coloring my hair because this hairstylist said that you cannot put another a color, like chemical color. So I was in two, three minds. I was looking at, and I was losing a lot of hair. So I thought that maybe I don't want to put chemicals in my hair. I don't want to put a chemical dye. I don't want to do henna because of the orange color it can give sometimes to some people. So I might as well go for a wig, and I can have 2 or 3 different wigs. That will be so cool because I like to experiment with different lengths and colors of my hair. So and then I researched. First of all, I wasn't totally convinced that I can wear it every day. And second, they're so expensive, the good ones. And then you still have to look after them, like wash them, this, that. So it was still a lot of work. And in the end, I decided I will try henna. And if I don't like it, then it's wings. There was no other option. So I put henna in my hair maybe 4 or 5 years ago now, and it came out quite all right actually. I started getting a lot of compliments about my hair, like that my hair looks so good, they love to have that color, where am I getting it colored and all that stuff. And I'm like, you know um so I continued with that for a long time, like last 4 or 5 years. And then still, it takes like 2 hours, 3 hours of henna in your hair. And every time I go to a hairstylist to get my hair trimmed, they would tell me that henna is so bad, it makes your hair dry and brittle, and shouldn't be putting henna on. And I'm like, gosh, what can I do? Henna is like, I already have dry hair because it's curly, and then if henna is making it more dry, what else can I do? And I saw videos of a lot of women on YouTube who have just gone gray, and I'm like, no, I don't think I can do that. And then one of my colleagues at workplace, she stopped coloring her hair, and she just started like going natural, so whatever salt and pepper kind of look. And I was like, why do you want to do that? And she just said that she had, even with henna, she had started having reaction, like her scalp was getting too hot and all that. Maybe it's menopausal thing, or I don't know. But she just for health, like she would really feel actual quite discomfort even with henna in her head, so she just stopped. She had to stop that. And I found that so brave of her to do that, like especially for us women. I think it's a very hard decision, and I thought that I wish I can do that. I don't think I'll be able to, but I really want to. So this thought has been there behind my mind for a while now, and I was just discussing it with one of my friends on one of my walks, and I said, "Look, I'm thinking of stopping coloring my hair. What do you think?" And she goes, "No, no, no, don't do that. It's not good for us women. We start looking old so much and all that stuff, and it's really not good. Please don't do it." And I discussed with someone else as well, and they were like, okay, whatever. This is like a male friend. And then I talked to my children. Said, what do you think if I stop coloring my hair and go like naturally gray, salt and pepper? And they're like, do whatever you want. They are not bothered either way. So it was like back to me to make that decision. And I just continued putting henna on. I think a few months ago, I decided that no, I will just go gray. I'm not going to waste my time. Like 3 hours is a long time for me to, and every 4 weeks or 5 weeks I have to color it again. And then I thought maybe I should just start going gray. So I a couple of months ago I didn't color my hair for like 5, 6, 8 weeks maybe, and then it had like roots like this now, like how I have now. So, but then there was an event that came up, and I was like, I can't go to an event looking like this because it's like two shades, like up to here, there's roots, and then I have color. So that was looking quite bad. So I ended up putting henna again, and then I started coloring it again. But it has been like on the back of my mind to maybe go gray. And I have then last weekend I went for a hair trim to another hairdresser. I never go there. I just googled it because I needed it done. My hair was looking horrible. So I went there and she's like, "Oh, I can do this color for you, that color for you." And I'm like, "No, you can't do any color for me because this is henna and this is an Indian salon." And she said, "So what? It doesn't matter." And I said, "No, someone hairstylist told me." And she said, "No, that's a different thing depending on what color you want to do." So she said like mahogany or something will look really nice on me because I tinge in it, and that doesn't react with henna. And she said it looked really nice, and I said okay. I got tempted. I said okay, show me the colors, and she showed me some colors that she can do. And I asked her what is the price and how long it will take because I don't really want to sit there. And then she told me it'll be like 150 to $200, and she can do it very nicely for me, like depending on what all she had to add to cut the color, or I don't know what language she was talking about. Um, and she said she can do that for me, and I was like, okay, let me think about it. So I got the haircut done, and then I walked out of there. And I have another work event coming up this Saturday. So I'm again tempted, and I'm thinking of calling that salon and saying, "Hey, on Friday, can you do that color?" Because then, and she said, "Hina, hair doesn't really matter." So that'll be a nice change. I love, so I'm so tempted again, but just the thought of chemical dye in my hair is kind of, that's one thing that is kind of pushing back in my head, that I don't want to put chemicals again in my hair. And I'm thinking, after not putting chemicals in my hair for so many years, what if it reacts? What if I have like a really itchy scalp after that, or burning sensation, or I don't know, it could have gone really sensitive. And what do I do? Like if I go on Friday and get it done, and Saturday is the work event, and what if I just can't handle the, whatever the reaction is. And I'm again thinking of, should I just stop, just go gray naturally. So I'm in so much dilemma. So I was just getting ready, and if I have to go naturally like that, what should be my hairstyle? I have been thinking about like bandanas to kind of cover the gray initially, because I'm not liking like the demarcation that happens. Um, so just now I was getting ready to go for dinner, and I was like, what do I do? I'm going for dinner with the same friend who told me, do not, absolutely do not go there at all. So I'm going for dinner with her, and I was thinking what to do with my hair, and then I was looking, look at that, look, all that. So you can see the demarcation, you can see here you can see that. I mean, I don't really mind that much. I just hate that demarcation, and I don't know how I will feel when this whole thing goes salt and pepper. I don't want to look too old either, like older than my age. As it is, as you know, it's difficult in workplace and all. I don't know. There's kind of an expectation. Um, there's kind of an expectation from women, like men go gray or bald, no one cares, and if women does, I don't know, like I don't really know. Like this woman at my workplace has done it, and it's quite chilled place. But I don't know. I'm in so many minds about this now, and I don't want to look older than what I am. So yesterday I was thinking, like this is so constantly on my mind now. And yesterday I was thinking maybe I should go and get that hair color done that lady was suggesting to me, and then I'll just continue to do it until I retire. Once I retire, then I can go gray because then it'll suit my retired life. I will look like a retired person. So, oh my God, so much. I am just, it's just going on in my mind. And with this work event coming up on Saturday, where so I have to go for a conference, and I'll meet not just my colleagues over here in Auckland, but all the rest of my colleagues all over the country as well. And I don't know how I really like plaiting my hair. I really love doing this. I like it, and I get so many compliments from everyone. They just love this hairstyle, but not I've never tried, like I don't know how it will be when if I decide to stop coloring my hair and then just go this color throughout. I don't know. I'm not I'm trying to imagine myself how it will look, whether I look really old and all that nonsense stuff, which is so superficial actually, that I'm not liking even thinking about it. But I'm not liking that I still have to think about it. I mean, such superficial stuff. This is really annoying. So yeah, I thought I'll make a video and see what do you guys think. Will I look like really old? Should I just give it up? And because I know there'll be like work functions, they'll keep coming up. They and like socially, I mean, I'm not that worried about social functions, honestly. Um, I don't have that many friends anyway with things that has happened in my life in past few years, and they kind of dropped off quite a lot because of the personal stuff they didn't want to get involved in. So so not that, and some have moved to another country, like they have followed their children and they have moved overseas. So it's not like I have a lot of like a huge social life anymore. And even if I did, I don't think I will care with my friends. But at workplace, I don't know. I care that I don't want to look too old. Is that really like so superficial? You think I'm being very superficial? I know that already. Um, and you know, I when I straighten my hair, my kids always say, "Mom, you look so nice with curly hair. Why do you want to straighten it?" So, like last few years, I have completely, not completely, but have reduced the frequency of like flat ironing my hair. I do it very rarely when I really feel like some change. Otherwise, I just tie my hair in a bun or do plaits like this. I really like doing this. I really like that. And I get so many compliments, like my colleagues, my friends, everyone. They'll be like, "Oh, we love this," and I'm like, "This is actually to not style my hair, but it is to control the flyaways because I have curly hair and dry hair, and they're frizzy, and I just don't. If I don't tie them, they will be like poof all over the place. So I have to. So this is not actually from the point of view of looking nice or styling. It is because it is for practicality. I have to keep the flyaways in check because I don't want to flat iron my hair that much. I have to find out a way how to keep them kind of in control. So I just started doing that to do that, and then I start getting so many compliments that they like my hair that like this. And one of my friends, who I'm going for dinner with, she told me she always loved flats, but she never had the courage to do it. But when she saw me doing it, she was like, "Oh, she's going to start doing that too." So anyway, this is how I normally tie my hair now. And if I really feel like having something extra to add, I'll just do a little bit of straightening of these front ones. Okay, so coming back. So this is how my hair looks. Okay, this is how it looks. Can you see? Yeah. and this is how it looks. What do you think? Should I continue coloring? If I continue coloring, it'll have to be henna. I don't want to put chemical hair color, even though it's so tempting. I really want to change the color of my hair a little bit. Like mahogany doesn't sound too bad to me, and that will be such a good change. It has been like 3 4 years since I have had this same henna color, and I'm kind of I really want to do something different, but I don't want to put chemicals in my hair. So many things to think about. I don't want to put chemicals in my hair. I don't want to continue putting henna because I want to change that color of my hair. And then I also want to not put henna at all and go gray. But I don't want to go gray because I don't want to look older. Will I look older or will I just look the same? I don't know. Anyway, that was what my video was about. So that was tell me, what do you think? Should I just give it up and just go gray and don't care about these demarcation, like kind of lines, and slowly it'll grow out and then I'll just look like this throughout my hair? Will I look too old and people will think that they're working with like a 70-year-old person? I don't know. Tell me in the comments, please. I need advice. All right, then. Talk to you soon. I better get my jacket on. It's winter here, so very, very cold outside. So I better put my jacket on. My friend will be here anytime. So I'm looking forward to the dinner. In the meantime, please leave some comments, like and subscribe. But more than that, let me know about this gray hair situation. What do you think? Talk to you later.